According to Wikipedia, people who get déjà vu tend to be in the higher socio-economic bracket for some reason. If that's the case, then I must be one of the richest women in the world. I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. A while ago, junior doctors got a 22.3% pay rise over the next 2 years. 22.3% is a big pay rise. But according to one or two of the people who are leading these strikes in the Doctors' Union, which is called the British Medical Association, that's only the beginning. They wanted a 35% pay rise and will be striking for it eventually. So if you're thinking of scheduling an operation, do it now. But that's not all, because now the train drivers are talking about striking. ASLEF and LNER, to quote just two. According to the Financial Times, Britain's unions are upping the ante in their demands for pay rises following a number of recent offers made to striking doctors and train drivers as concerns grow about further industrial action in the coming months. You see, the Labour Party is funded by the unions. So as bad as the Conservatives were for buckling to blackmail, the Labour Party is far more sensitive to union pressure. Unions representing workers across health and transport have either announced industrial action or are actively balloting their members. It looks like we're in for another winter of discontent, and maybe a spring of discontent, possibly a summer of discontent followed by an autumn of discontent, followed by another winter of discontent. In fact, I can see another 5 years of discontent. Just in case you're interested, I thought you might like to know what the train drivers union can do for their increased salaries. It says here, Labour's agreement with ASLEF fails to secure any reforms to outdated, costly and restrictive working practices. I won't go through the whole thing, but let's just go through a couple. First of all, a rule dating from the 1980s in which if any of the ASLEF members had anything to do with a microwave oven, they got paid leave for medical checks on the effects of the microwave oven on them. Frankly, my speculation is that they might be needing medical checks for the extra weight they're putting on from heating up all the pies in their microwave ovens. Then there's another one. If you want to change a plug socket, you have to send 9 men. Oh, hands out. 9. That's 9. And that's because an industry source explained at the time, if you want to change a single socket to a double in your kitchen, potentially you'd need an electrician, a tiler and a plumber, as your dishwasher waste pipe will need adjusting too. In Network Rail, we can't roster individuals. I don't know what that means. Only teams. Oh, we can't roster individuals, only teams. And we can't multi-skill those teams. So we'd need to send a team of 3 electricians, 3 tilers and 3 plumbers. 9 people to do a job 1 person can do. Yeah, this is only 1 or 2 of them. I know that you have to pay train drivers for the time it takes to walk from the station to wherever their common room is, the place where they can get tea and coffee. In one instance, that was across the road in another building. And the way they had it organised was that they got a man to walk from the train to the building, timed it, and then calculated how much he should be paid for it. But they didn't get just any man. they got a handicap man and they had him walk to the back entrance. Sorry, I knocked the microphone. To the back entrance of the building. And it took about 20 minutes, something like that, for him to get to the coffee room. It's that sort of thing that's going on, and the Labour Party can't do anything about it except offer them a pay rise. Now, frankly, the Conservatives could have stopped some of this as well, but didn't dare. So I'm not blaming entirely the Labour Party. The Conservatives could have done more, especially as they don't get their funding from the from the unions. However, this does remind me of this poster. Hang on, I'm just going to bring it up. Which was a poster used by the Conservatives in the first election, which brought Margaret Thatcher into power. In this case, the poster was talking about all these people queuing up for the unemployment office because there aren't any jobs. Well, there may be a lot of people queuing up for the unemployment office because there aren't any jobs. There'll be a lot more queuing up for the dole office because they've given up looking for jobs. And then, of course, there are other people in other queues queuing up for handouts who had no intention of getting a job. But that's a matter for another discussion. Till next time. You can help my channel by clicking like, by subscribing, and by clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing, if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels are in the description, but the best way you can help me is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.